WDSU News at 6 starts right now.
Well, 37 death row inmates' sentences have been commuted. One final promise pushed by the Biden administration with less than a month in office.
Well, their lives were spared today ahead of the Trump administration's promise to continue the federal death penalty. Tonight, we have learned that a former NOPD officer was among those whose sentences were commuted.
Len Davis, the man who you see right behind us, was sentenced for having a woman killed for filing a brutality complaint against him after being linked to numerous drug dealers in New Orleans. He was also dubbed the Desire terrorist because of his aggressive policing style.
WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor is live with reaction now from those who knew the victim's family and the former officer. What are they saying, Shay?
Stella and Randy, it's here in the lower 9th Ward where that mother of three was actually shot execution style after she filed a brutality complaint against the officer. Now, it's been 30 years that her children have had to live without her. I actually spoke with council member Oliver Thomas, who was on the council back then when it all went down.
My brother knew her mother very well. I knew of her because we all grew up in the lower 9th Ward.
Kim Groves shot and killed in front of her home in October of 1994.
It was a sad time for all of us who lived in that neighborhood because all she was trying to do was the right thing.
After police say she filed a brutality complaint against former NOPD officer Len Davis. 30 years later, and Davis, who ordered the hit, won't receive the death penalty anymore.
Were they consulted? You know, a lot of times victims' families will be consulted before a decision is made. I would hope that the president talked to them.
Davis will now be held for life without the possibility of parole.
This was an individual who was entrusted by the community and a police officer that was involved in selling kilos of cocaine, a warehouse full of cocaine, and eventually when they had an informant who was giving information on him, he had that informant murdered.
Mike Kahn, a former NOPD commander, disagrees with the decision. He pointed to the nature of the crimes committed by Davis for years across New Orleans, specifically in the Desire area, where he was called the Desire terrorist.
If anyone's sentence should not be commuted, it would be his.
The White House releasing a statement saying in part, Biden believes that America must stop the use of the death penalty at the federal level, except in cases of terrorism and hate-motivated mass murder. Now, I have reached out to the family of Kim Groves. We're told just some months ago, amid the 30th year anniversary of her death, there was a vigil held in this area in her memory. I'll, of course, continue to keep you updated on this and let you know when I hear back from the family. Reporting live from the lower 9, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
And State Attorney General Liz Murrill says, quote, "We can't trust the feds to get justice for victims of heinous crimes, so it's long past time for the state to get it done," end quote.
And for a deeper dive into why the president commuted the death sentences for those 37 federal inmates and what we know about the remaining 3, you can go to our website, WDSU.com, or a free mobile app.